How our communities respond after a suicide death matters. So, Utah Suicide Prevention Coalition created an online toolkit to help Utah communities respond after a suicide death. As news specialist Jed Bull shows us, hope is a key message that helps with healing.
Yeah, Mike, suicide deaths can create a ripple effect that impacts not only loved ones, but also the broader community. So how we talk about and respond to suicide really matters. This toolkit, this postvention toolkit, offers help for our communities.
How we respond and how we talk about it is a really important aspect of postvention.
Following a suicide death, it's important to mourn the loss of a loved one. Postvention is an organized response after suicide to promote healing, ease other negative effects, and to prevent suicide among people who are at high risk.
Ultimately, I believe it saves lives. Postvention after a suicide death is just as important and really is a part of suicide prevention.
So the Utah Suicide Prevention Coalition is releasing the Utah Community Postvention Toolkit. It guides communities in planning and responding safely.
And so there's this ripple effect when we have a suicide death. For every one suicide death, we know there are about 130 people that can be affected by that one death.
Communities can use the toolkit to plan for suicides that impact various members of the community, from school kids to co-workers or military veterans. Health and Human Services will put on webinars and sit down with community leaders.
When you have, someone who dies within the community, making sure we're not sharing the means of death or sharing images of that death, but instead we're providing hopeful messages, maybe a picture of the individual, and they were happy.
The toolkit gives step-by-step processes.
Focus on the hopeful part of the individual's life.
That toolkit can be found on the liveonutah.org website, and anyone can use that toolkit to find help for their family or their community.